ready to roll. All right, so talk to me. We got the Facebook ads done real quick. I just want to recap. We got the Facebook ads done for the funnel. We got the funnel pretty much done, right?
Mhm.
Did we get the, just remind me, because Pam is so fast. Sometimes I don't see changes that have been executed, and I'm like, did that happen or it didn't happen?
I think we're waiting on one last revision. Actually, yeah, I'm waiting on one last revision.
On the funnel, right? We're swapping out the photos.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, I see the email right here. Yeah, so I'm waiting on that. The ads, we got that. Good to go for that project.
Let me just, while I'm here, let me just double check. Okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. He got the pictures done, but I'm not a huge fan of the one picture. It looks a little weird.
All right.
So we'll get that fixed. Let me make a note.
All right.
Change. All right, we'll get that done for tomorrow. All right, so you are super hyped up over the Two Comma Club. So you want to talk strategy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it's not about that, but that's definitely cool. Like I said, it's not about that for me. I don't really.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, money's good, but that's not what really is pushing me to take shit to the next level.
Right.
So what I'm thinking, and I've been debating back. I know I don't want to go like another brick and mortar facility right now. So it's like, all right, the next step for me is definitely something online to really make money. And what I'm thinking about doing, I'd like to start by, I think the stepping stone would be to have a kind of low priced model, go for quantity over quality. I don't know, somewhere in that like $10 to $20 range membership, try to get a ton of people involved. And then maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 6 months. I'm not really sure. Come out with like a higher level coaching program.
Okay. Totally doable. Totally doable. I see the Facebook group model working for this.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing you have to pay attention to is you cannot sell solely a Facebook group. You must have some sort of membership portal bolted onto it, or else Facebook will shut you down.
Why is that?
They just don't want anybody charging for groups, for Facebook groups. So like my group, I mean, I can charge for it because I have the membership site bolted on.
Okay.
So, nobody could ever. Yeah. So what we would do, so let me explain this model for you. Just if it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, no problem. What we do is we create a Facebook group, and it's a paid group. It's $9.99 a month. And inside of this group, this is where you need to create content.
Okay.
All right. And so I can share with you a couple of the things that, I'm doing. There's the video podcasts on the inside the membership. There's a weekly coach. There's a monthly web class training. And then there's a whole bunch of bonuses, which are like swipe files, like how to create your avatar, landing page checklist. Ryan Lee and Brad Gibb gave me like a 5-part webinar series on how to automate business, like setting up your business for like financial planning, so to speak. That's the kind of stuff that they do. So that's in there. So you got your bonuses section. And so basically, here's the deal. And I was just at a workshop all weekend about this. When you're And I'll use Dan Meredith as an example. So he has Coffee with Dan, and it's I don't know if you're in it or not, but it's free.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a free Facebook group, but he generates a shit ton of profit out of it because he's got a paid group that's like $135 a month, but that's where you get more access to him, right?
Okay.
And it's almost like, and then inside of that group, he has some really cool things. Like week 1 is called the hot seat, where you sit down and for 10 minutes, you talk about your struggles, and you as the coach respond back with advice and suggestion, and they get 15 minutes. That's the way he does it, right?
15 minutes of them talking or 15 minutes of him?
Both.
Okay. Now, is this one-on-one?
This is one-on-one.
Okay, so it's not like in the group.
No, but you could do that if you wanted. I'm just giving you sort of like, I'm going to give you the Play-Doh, John, and then you think about it and take that Play-Doh and create something out of it. Because what happens is, and here's some growing pains that I'm having with my group. There's information overload, right? So imagine you stuffing somebody's face with a chicken parm sub until they can't breathe anymore, right? Yeah. Like, that's a problem. So now I'm kind of theming out the weeks, and I'm focusing on one big concept per week and letting everybody jump on that. I'm personally in the $29 group. I'm personally going to go in once a day instead of being in there frequently, because the problem that I'm having here is if I'm too available inside of this low-paying group, nobody's ever gonna come in for strategy sessions. Nobody's gonna come in for branding on demand program. They don't need it. I'm giving away too much value. So these are some of the things that I want you to pay attention to on this $9.90 or $9 or $20 a month program. There were some fitness folks in this workshop. And a fitness continuity is a tough sell from what I've heard from these folks. But at this price point, it won't be as bad. They were looking at like the 30, 40, 50 a month. Uh-huh. And that was a bit of a burden on these folks. But I think if you go $9.99, $15, $17, you'll be okay. But you really got to figure out what kind of content you want to provide to them.
Okay. All right. So one thing that I'm wanting to do, because I've thought about that, I know it's like, all right, it's tough to really differentiate yourself. I get the building is tough. So what I'm wanting to do, and Tim, seeing what Tim does is actually kind of giving me the idea. Okay. So Tim is essentially making money off other people's clients.
Okay.
With ProFit marketing. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I'm thinking is, it works two ways, because within the gym, and I talk to a lot of other gym owners, and you've got those clients, not every client, but you have that certain group of clients that always want more information and need more accountability and need more hand-holding. Mm-hmm. So what I'm thinking is, all right, I come up with this, cheaper or, low-priced membership. Mm-hmm. And not only, and so I could then sell it to, let's just say Tim, or not sell it to Tim, sorry. I could say, Tim, promote this to your clients. We split the revenue 50-50. So for one, it's a passive income stream for him. And all he's got to do is email it out. And it's like, man, if you need a little bit more support, a little bit more encouragement, just kind of like a daily pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Something to keep you focused, to keep you, moving forward. Man, you know what? Do this, this program. It's $10 or it's $12. It's $12.99 a month. And each morning, first thing in the morning, you're going to get, like I said, I don't know. I'm thinking like, daily boost, or like your morning boost, or like your daily kickstart, or something. That the idea is, because I get the information overload thing, and on a lot of our challenges, I've been working hard on my emails to get them more concise and short and straight to the point. So it's like, okay, what if, maybe it's Monday through Friday. I don't know. Maybe it's 7 days a week. I'm not really sure what it is, but you're getting just like one little nugget to start your day that's going to help you. So do you do Darren Daly?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I didn't know if you well, so that was kind of it was kind of taken, all right, some of the stuff he does. So I get an email from him every day at like 4, I think it gets delivered at 4 a.m.
Okay.
And his is usually like a 3 to 5 minute video.
Okay.
And it's one of the only emails that I read religiously every day. Or listen to. One, because I can listen to it. So I'll just hit play while I'm driving to work and just listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's short.
Yeah.
And that I feel like is the key. Like you were saying about information overload. So I think the benefit to the end user is I want this to be like just one nugget of information a day. Like so simple, just straightforward. It's like one thing, not overwhelm people.
Okay.
The benefit to the gym owner is, one, they've got this passive income stream, but two, everything, it's not competing. I'm not giving them workout advice.
Okay.
It's workout and nutrition kind of focused, but it's all just to like get them focused on, a lot of it's the same shit, like the same messaging you would put out as far as like taking action and doing something, but it's all focused towards like fitness and making good food choices. So I think it will help as far as a retention tool as well.
I like the concept. I'm thinking now logistics. I have some questions for you. So one is, so we have to build out pretty much a 365-day autoresponder sequence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Two, will the gym owner do that? Or are you building the sequence out and having it be very generic and having it just migrated over to the person who buys this?
I'm wanting it to all funnel through me because I know the gym owners they're not going to do that. They don't want to do that hassle. So it's basically, so I'd want to the gym owner to send someone a link to my landing page,
Okay.
or it wouldn't be the gym. I don't know what we'd call it.
Okay.
For this, morning boost program or whatever.
Yeah.
The gym owner sends a link. And then basically they go through my ClickFunnels page, my Stripe account, everything.
Mm-hmm.
We set it up so that, they're tagged. We know that they're tagged specifically as coming from that gym.
Mm-hmm.
So then I don't know, at the end of the month, I write that gym a check or something. I'm not sure, how that, we can figure that out.
I would ask Tim how he does it, how he does his payouts.
He writes him a check at the end of the month.
Okay. So follow that model.
So, but that's what I'm thinking. It would just be, like I said, like a landing or one sales page.
Right.
All, my goal would be, maybe to eventually have 100 gyms all emailing their clients, and it's like, you should join John's program. And I've got, I've built up over time. I've got a pretty good network of gym owners.
Okay.
So
market them first.
I have people that, if the product's good, I think they would be on board.
Okay. So
good.
Yeah.
I think,
we market them first. We definitely market them first.
The gyms, yeah.
Yeah, the gyms that you've created great relationships with.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
The biggest thing is, can you build these emails out in Infusionsoft pretty easily?
I'm tinkering right now. I'm gonna do all this through ActiveCampaign.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the jump I'm gonna jump over before I start building this out. I was looking at it a lot this weekend, and I want to do it all through ActiveCampaign. What I'm thinking though is, so the emails are all going through ActiveCampaign. I don't know. I'm guessing there should be some sort of maybe membership site to where it's, if you want to log in and access some of the old information, you can.
Okay.
That's kind of what I need your help with. What would be the easiest way to have people make a purchase and kind of set up a membership site?
Yeah.
most of the information, because my big focus is I want it to be like just stupidly simple.
Yep.
I just want like one little nugget of information every day.
Yep.
Because if you give people too much, it's overwhelming. Yep. So I want to keep it really simple. Now, if you maybe deleted some emails or can't find something, by all means, then you can log into your account and go back and look at, last Tuesday's message. If you want, sure, go for it. Okay. So I want people to have that, ability. And then maybe this turns, maybe down the road, this turns into to add more value. You've got your membership site where maybe you could do a monthly webinar or like a monthly Q&A session and then put it on that membership site.
Yeah. See these membership sites are freaking awesome. I love mine because I log in and I update it with content a lot, right? So this is good. So it would be a workflow. It would be a workflow thing for you to kind of get set up, like how I do my daily emails every day. I would strongly suggest you get into that routine. And then after you send that email, what you would have to do is go into ClickFunnels, go into the membership site, go underneath the February tab, right? And then the lesson 1 would be February 1, right? And then you would copy and paste that email into there. You would hit save, and then you would rinse and repeat that every single day after you wrote every email.
Right.
And then you would now create a membership site of 365 pieces of content plus, whatever additional you want to do. So it would be a workflow thing for you. You're very organized, so I don't see it being an issue for you at all. Us building the membership site and sales page and order form page and order confirmation page for you is no big deal. Let's create some copy. We'll get my copywriter to create some copy. It doesn't have to be crazy because you're selling a $9.99 or $12.99 thing.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you buy this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the like morning motivational stuff that I get. I mean, just something, I love just simple little nuggets of information. That's just something to kind of like keeping you, it's that top of mind awareness. Like, what are you doing today to get better?
Does Darren charge for this?
His is free, but he uses it to then upsell his high priced programs.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just thinking out loud here. You wouldn't be able to do this nationwide, but what you could do for your gym, if you do it for your gym, you could use this to upsell them into different things.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what those things are, but you can easily duplicate your membership site and create some sort of other thing for your paying members, for local people, for nationwide people. I mean, it depends, because I know your big goal is to really serve the world, not just be in your local community. So, and we can totally do that. So keeping that our focus, I'm just giving you some ideas. What are some things that we can do to help monetize these $9.99 folks? I'm just saying that into higher ticket stuff.
Sure.
I see you doing really good with one-on-one coaching at a higher rate, $1,000 an hour or something.
And that's where I see that as being the next. I see this, low price model, just to get the ball rolling. It's getting your foot in the door. So someone maybe initially is willing to pay $10, and then maybe 6 months from now, or 3 months from now, when we come up, when it's like, okay, this is running like a well-oiled machine, things are good, we're growing steadily, we've got 1,000 subscribers. All right, now let's offer a $500 a month coaching program or something.
Yeah.
Then I feel like, and I don't think, because I'm already creating quite a bit of content, so I'm going to be able to take a lot of the content I already have,
right,
and just repurpose it.
Right.
So,
right.
so that was one of my ideas. I feel like I've already got a lot of the content. It's just kind of organizing it and how it's going to fit into this kind of calendar for 365 days a year, or like I said, 5 days a week. I don't know. And then taking that and really, like I said, I think as soon as we get this up and running, hopefully maybe of 90 days, and it's like, man, this is running on all cylinders, no problem. At that point, then I think it's like, okay, what's the next thing? Now it's time to add, a higher level coaching program to where, I'm only accepting 20 clients at, like I said, $500 a month or something.
Or what I'm seeing is this group call. Jay Abraham does it. He charges like 10 grand or 15 grand. It's insane. Yeah. But he gets like 10 people on a call on a webinar, and you each get it, like it's like a hot seat type of setup where you get X amount of minutes and you present, and in between he's giving you feedback. That's something that you can do, again, nationwide. I don't know who you want to. I think you want to serve other gym owners. I think that would be a great market for you because you're already you are a very successful gym owner yourself, and people are going to want to model you. They'll learn from you if you position yourself the right way. You will be the expert, and that's kind of what I'm trying to teach all of you inside of the Branding on Demand program is how to become that expert and leverage yourself, leverage your time, and leverage your position to be that person so that you can charge up $500 for a half an hour session or $1,000 an hour. And you certainly do it. I remember when I charged my first $500 an hour client, it felt so weird, but it worked. And I over delivered so much. I was like, dude, why am I not charging $1,000 an hour? It was this confidence level I had that I did not have, I should say. And now it's $1,000. You want me for an hour? Like, I'll give you all I got for $1,000, or wherever you're stuck, I'll give you my honest to God feedback and get you on the right path. And the minute that clicks in your head and you make that first sale, you're like, holy shit, I am worth this. It was like one of these mental blocks that I had. So I want you to know that you're well on your way, if not now, to start charging that for consultation fees, because you can. So I want to just get that off my chest because I think about you a lot in the background, and I go, John doesn't. I don't know. Sometimes John knows how much he's crushing it and how much he's worth, and this is top of mind for me because I was sitting next to a guy yesterday that had an 8-figure wealth income, right? Or he was worth a net income of 8 figures, and he spent the last 6.5 months putting together this membership site that was going to generate him $29 a month per member. And it was just like, why?
Right. What are you doing?
I also spoke to him, why? So what we did was we told him, listen, all right, you spent that time and energy on the membership site. That's fine. Like, the infrastructure of the site was great. However, the content that he was producing or selling inside of it sucked. So we just said, change that content with shit that you really like with shit that you built your 8-figure business on. And I would sign up for $400 a month just to get access to you on a monthly basis for that. Right. So it was so he was like, oh my God, like 6.5 months worth of work down the toilet. Like, what the hell? And we were like, no, don't throw it all out. Just change your content. So anyway, I see you. That could be the next step after this. We can do a group call. So it'd be you limit it at 20 people. It's $500 for one call, right? Times 20 people. Do the math.
Yeah, it's 10 grand.
Yeah. Right, and you do that once a month. Right. I'm trying to leverage your time, and I'm trying to leverage like how much output you physically have to put in. I see you really enjoying those calls, so why not have you make money with it? So that would, I suggest that would be the next step, right? That'd be a nice chunk of income every month. You know,
Yeah.
10 grand a month. That's 120 grand a year just doing that once a month. And then stepping it up to, you know, I know these people now, and there would be a little bit more overhead on this, but, you know, possibly thinking about a live event. Just throwing it out there. I know they're a bitch to create, but people make, you know, Russell's going to make over $1 million in the next 2 weeks.
Wow. No, I've thought about that. Like, there's no one in the fitness world really doing that I'm aware of. Like, doing it, like, there's continuing education workshops for trainers, but there's no one that's like, hey, you know what? You know, Mrs. Johnson, you want to lose 30 pounds, come spend, you know, the next day and a half with me, and you're going to walk out crystal clear with a plan.
Yeah. So, and again, it doesn't have to be this big extravagant event. One of my Branding on Demand clients, he has a guy he's in the real estate space. He has a guy that does a $5,000 weekend, and that's his thing. So like everything's included. You just have to fly to Ohio, I believe. And then everything's included. And basically you get a 2-day workshop with him. He takes you out to dinner. I think there's a cocktail hour or something like that the first night. Intensive session, dinner, intensive session, you go home. Like, that's something to think about. And you could do that locally. You could do that in Florida if you wanted to set something up. I mean, these things aren't out of reach. You just gotta plan it out. And you're a planner, so I mean, it wouldn't be hard for you to do. But that's next step. I say, let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's focus on building out this low tier product or service. We'll get that ramped up. Then we'll work on that group coaching or that group web class, and do that for the next 90 days, right? Focus in on those two things, because those are some revenue generating machines right there.
Right. Okay.
What does this sound like to you? Talk to me.
No, it sounds good. I've got, let's see, my goal is, I would really like to get something, and I don't care if there's 2 people involved right now. I just want to get it moving. My goal is to get something moving by March 1st, because that gives me then 6 weeks or 7 weeks, because on April 20th, I'm getting together with about 25 gym owners.
Okay.
And I would love to go into that weekend, and it's like, hey guys, you know what? I've been doing this the last 6-7 weeks. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's the feedback I'm getting. I can show them some kind of back end stuff of how it all works. And it's like, man, you know, I'm splitting it 50-50. If you guys, you know, it helps increase your retention, gives you a passive income stream. You know, business owners, especially gyms, which are so like training focused, you talk passive income stream, like you've got their attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. And you just have to work out the logistics with how you're splitting it and how they're getting paid.
Sure.
And because I'm just playing devil's advocate, but if I'm going to send you my members, right, or I'm going to market this to my members,
yeah,
are you getting their email? Like, I can see them being protective of them.
And that's the only thing with the people that I know really well. I don't think it would be, as long as I'm like, you know what, I think I have enough trust with enough people to where I'm like, look, there's no other sales pitch. There's no other, yes, they're coming through my active campaign. You know, everything. So I have all their contact information. Absolutely. But
maybe put an agreement that you cannot do anything with it.
Right. But you know, it's like, I'm not going to market or promote anything else to them. And, you know, I would also argue it's like for $10 a month, it's like, if you're skeptical about trusting me, sign up yourself with a dummy account that I'm not aware of and see if I try to pitch you anything.
Listen, I mean, again, There's so many people that are so cynical and skeptical.
Absolutely. And those aren't my target people, you
No,
know.
I know exactly.
No. Especially right now. I mean, I can think of 50 people that I would approach that I know really well before I would even worry about getting the word out to people. Yeah, before I would even worry about getting the word out to people that I didn't know as well.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do this because this is totally doable.
Okay.
I want to see a job submission form come in for a sales page for this project.
Okay.
We're going to spit you back a intake form. Or if you, I don't know how you're saving these, but if you have an intake form from a previous project, resave it, rename it, okay? And
what do
just
you mean intake form?
like the copywriting intake form. You know what I send you?
I've got it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So pull that back out, rename it, and then when you submit the job submission for this sales page design, upload the intake. So there's no time wasted.
Okay.
Right?
What so what would the membership site itself, would that be through ClickFunnels? Is that what you're
Yeah. So while the sales, as soon as the sales page gets done, we will automatically go into and build the membership site out. I want to get the look and feel of the sales page for this approved by you. And then what we do is we stylize the membership site to match it.
Okay.
So it looks consistent. So you're looking like a week's worth of work there. So to hit your deadline, it's not a problem.
Sales page first, get that knocked out, and then we'll have another job submission after that for a membership site.
Yes. Yes. Yep. So all we need to do there is we want to load that membership site up with some sort of beef.
Yeah.
So again, that's something on you that you need to create. So maybe you create 4 or 5 different emails or 6 different emails that we can preload in there, just to give it some weight. But we're looking at, you want to go like March 1st. Like I want to get this done before then, really.
Yeah.
So
I've got the next, well, I've got next several weeks. I don't have anything on my calendar all weekend. So I'm I can really then hammer away at some of the content on the weekends and start to kind of put together at least like an outline, so that hopefully, like I said, by March, I'd like to have by March 1st at least, and especially whenever I go to present to all these other trainers, kind of like a 90-day window. It's like, all right, here's kind of what, of the 90 days, every Monday I'm sending out, it's a 90-second video. Every Tuesday happens to be, audio, like an audio download. Every Wednesday is this. Every Thursday, Friday, I'd like to at least be able to kind of lay out a real clear picture on, not only be able to describe it to someone, but then it's like, here's the actual emails, and maybe it's even on my phone, but show them. It's like, here's day 1, here's day 2, here's day 3.
Yeah, I love it. So let's get the ball rolling immediately. I get the copywriter going. That'll take about 5 days to create. You just approve it, and then we move. Like my guys are ready to roll. So like, let's make it happen and get it built. I mean, we could have this. It's the 6th. So looking at my calendar now, if we get the copy in today, say, or tomorrow, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 14th. So you're looking at the 22nd, 23rd to have this complete. Yeah,
All right.
That's doable.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Let me cut this down.